This is a big one for an awful lot of agents. I want to get this out of the way right now. There's one thing that's going to stop you from making money today. As a matter of fact, you're wasting your time here today if this is what's going on in your mind. I'm Greg Luther. Today, you're going to hear the no BS approach. If you followed me for a while, I've been coaching agents for over 25 years, and you know I am the no BS real estate coach. I'm going to show you the truth behind what's happened now that the NAR settlement is well past us and commissions and compensation is negotiated differently. We're getting a lot of agents that have left the industry because they felt a little lost and confused and didn't really have the exact direction that they need to have. Now, I want to give you my personal thoughts on this. Frankly, I believe NAR did a bad job. I don't think they did very good at all when they were negotiating, when they were trying to represent realtors in this position. Now, doesn't matter now. Water under the bridge. We've got to decide what we're going to do for your individual real estate business so you can not only survive, but thrive. No sense in being angry about it. Trust me, nobody's more angry than me because I deal with over 30,000 real estate agents. I know what it's done to them. I know how tough it's been for an awful lot of agents that have stacked on debt, that have struggled miserably, that weren't doing the kind of deals they were doing before. And again, feeling a little lost out in open water, just floating around, wondering how they're going to make their business survive. So today, I'm going to walk you through what you can do to make a drastic difference to your real estate business. There's no question it's been very tough for a lot of real estate agents, and the consumer confidence towards real estate agents is not what it once was. The fact is, when you look at what happened to agents, I want you to remember you've worked your entire career to build a sphere of influence, past clients, friends, family members, people that you've worked with over the years. And you know what the big problem is? They literally got postcards from attorneys that says they are a victim of their real estate agent and they may be entitled to compensation. Who was their real estate agent? They instantly think of you. That's a big issue. So it created a lot of issues for real estate agents. I think our time came and went where we're the enemy, we're all overpaid, all of those things. Frankly, a lot of that stuff comes from the movies. I think you'll agree, every real estate agent you've ever seen drives a white Mercedes, makes tons of money, goes and looks at a house and makes 50 grand. That's what the television shows, and that's a bad perception of us. You as a real estate agent don't necessarily want to have that perception. You want to be helpful. You want to be encouraging. You want to be educational for the consumer. So it's been very tough for real estate agents, but I think you'll find that today you can make that big turnaround for yourself here. Now, the truth is an awful lot of agents are going the wrong way when it comes to financials. I've been telling agents for a long time, you're not getting any younger. You get into your 40s, you get into your 50s, you get into your 60s, you get into your 70s, and beyond. And if we're still selling and doing the same thing and just making enough money, trying to get closings to pay the bills, unfortunately, that never ends. When bad times come, when the market starts to turn down, when interest rates go up, when all of these adjustments happen, recessions, stock market changes, whatever, the problem is a lot of agents start to stack on debt. They start to look at their expenses and think that's really what their problem is. There's an awful lot of agents that think that their problem is their expenses. And the fact is, you've heard me say before, you don't have a problem with expenses, you have a problem with income. There's an awful lot of real estate agents that don't handle their taxes properly. And because we're trying to make whatever money we can make, we're using money throughout the year. We get to the end of the year, we have a 1099, and then we get in trouble with the IRS. You're not managing it correctly because, frankly, you haven't been taught how to do it the right way. And again, it's not a problem with taxes. You know what your goal should be next year? To owe the IRS $1 million. You know how cool it would be for you to owe them $1 million, but you've managed it correctly. Do you know how much better that is than owing them 20 grand and not having it? Whoever owes the IRS the most amount of money wins, because that means you've made the most. This is a big one for an awful lot of agents. I want to get this out of the way right now. There's one thing that's going to stop you from making money today. As a matter of fact, you're wasting your time here today if this is what's going on in your mind. If you're sitting there saying, oh, this is going to be some sort of sales pitch. Here comes the sales pitch. I know. Oh, look, he's getting ready to sell something. No shit. Can we get that out of the way right now? Can I spend 15 seconds to sell you something? 15 seconds to sell you something so we can actually get to growing your business today. I think that's going to be a lot more profitable for you. So I want to get you to that position so that you understand this. What I've done is built Greg Luther Inner Circle Coaching over the course of the last 25 years. We closed enrollment months and months ago because we're so busy helping all of our current agents to get them to a position they're making lots of money. Guess what? Today, it's opening back up again. It's $477 a month. You can cancel at any time. We can help you in growing your business. Sales pitch is done. Can we grow your business now today? Can we spend the rest of our time to start working on how do I get appointments today? How do I get in front of a seller? How do I get in front of a buyer? That's what our goal is. The truth is, the separation is going to happen. There's going to be those that win, and there's going to be those that lose. You know, the truth is, the middle class has been gutted. That's true in America. That's true in real estate. That's true in real estate sales. This middle class real estate agent has been gutted. You are either going to get better or you're going to get worse. And frankly, if you look at the last 6 months, you know which way you're going. Everybody's a little different. You need to make an assessment of where you're going. Do you think your business is getting better or is it getting worse? You are currently on a trajectory. Let me be the one to break this to you, to make sure you understand you're getting better or you're getting worse. Either you're making more money than you need, which means you can pay your bills every month and you can sock away money, start building a retirement, building a net worth, or you're in struggle mode. You're on the struggle bus right now. You're trying to hold those deals together because I got to pay these bills and I'm a little behind on this and I'm robbing Peter to pay Paul and I'm doing all of this stuff. The truth is that separation's going to happen here. But as I tell agents all the time, you don't have a problem with expenses. You have a problem with income. I want you to write that down. For those of you that are taking notes today, I want you to write that down. You don't have a problem with expenses. You have a problem with income. I can't tell you how many agents I've talked to where they'll say, I'm going over to this brokerage because their split is cheaper. I'm switching to this cell phone plan because it's cheaper. I'm going over to are you going to shrink into oblivion? Do you really think that's what your problem is? That's not what the issue is. You need to fix your income. What you're trying to do is say, I'm bleeding out. I want to bleed out slower. No. Let's fortify your real estate business. I'm going to show you exactly how to do it. More importantly, and I want to make sure you get this, how you can do it.
Hey, it's Greg Luther, and listen, if you don't follow this channel, there's a good chance you're never going to see me again. I consistently put out regular content, and it's extremely helpful for real estate agents to grow their business. I want to keep you up to date on what's working so that you're in the know and you can take action accordingly. So be sure that you like and comment here, but most importantly, make sure you follow, share, and subscribe to our channel so that you don't miss out on anything. I'm here to help you in growing your business, and I'd love to do so. Follow right now.